Lateesha, welcome
Thank you.
to the podcast.
Thank you.
It's the first time on. It's episode, I think, 11 total. You are the second interview. And you had a pretty good quarter four of the year. Last 90 days has been a lot.
It has.
Holy crap. I'm getting tired just watching.
I believe it.
I don't know how you feel, but how's it going?
I feel good. Obviously, we just came from practice, so I'm actually my neck is actually really sore, and I couldn't figure out why at first, but I started grappling yesterday. I took kickboxing, and then I went over and grappled a little bit, and I woke up, and my neck was so sore. So I'm trying to get back into the groove of taking gi class and grappling.
Because you were focused for a while now on just striking.
Yeah.
I mean, kickboxing, the most grappling you do is clinch work. So now you're doing, if that. I've never done a kickboxing fight.
Yeah.
Maybe it's frowned upon. I don't know.
No, it's not. That's something that I should have been doing more.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, striking and clinching. Yep.
Cool. So how do you like doing jiu-jitsu? Putting a gi on. Is it like a new territory, new waters for you? I know you've done MMA in the past.
Right. So I've never actually trained in a gi. Like,
Okay.
I've never taken an actual gi class. I have a gi.
What?
Yeah.
So you took one today.
Right. Well,
that wasn't your first one.
No, but my first one was with Gracie, with Damien. Like,
Oh.
I've never had a formal gi.
Really?
Right. Yeah, I've always done no gi.
Oh my god.
And it was just kind of like whatever they were teaching that day, that's what we were doing. So
Yeah.
I tried to pick up, from other people. I've done a couple like Sambo seminars.
Okay.
And I don't have a kurka, so I had to wear my gi top.
What's the difference between a kurka and a gi top?
It's different. It's made different. It fits a little different.
Okay. Different material.
Yeah.
Is it like shoulder heavy, where you can do?
It has like a little flap on the shoulder, and
It's like a pantsuit nation.
What's that?
It's like a pantsuit. When those, like when someone wears a business suit with like the shoulder pads.
Kinda. But
I'm just imagining it.
It looks different. It looks different than a gi top, but that's like honestly the only time I've ever used a gi was for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's like your fifth time.
Pretty much.
That's awesome.
Not really.
You don't like wearing pajamas in public with a bunch of other people?
No, it's terrible.
That's all right. Yeah. I wrestled from 4th grade till senior year of college, and I'm used to wearing like a leotard or a singlet.
Right.
People always talk shit. I'm like, come on, don't knock it till you try it.
Right.
But
that's part of it.
Yeah. So no gi was always pretty much what I like to do, and then I started doing jiu-jitsu, and I would probably say the first like 30 classes were struggle city. It was almost like a toddler in a turtleneck. Get me out of here, suffocating feeling.
Yeah.
But then after a while, especially when it's cold like this, and a lot of the gyms get cold, you kind of like, you just feel looser, you feel more comfortable. It's really slow.
Yeah.
I feel like with no gi, it's really fast paced.
It is definitely.
So cool. So you're doing, so since your 2 kickboxing fights, you had, so like let's recap that. So your last kickboxing fight was for a belt, right?
That was maybe 4 weeks ago.
4 weeks
something
ago.
like that. I fought for a Muay Thai title fight.
Okay.
120 pounds. That was with Revolution Fight Series. Is
that in Virginia?
That's out of Virginia. Yeah.
Is that the one where there was a dude that flew through the cage?
Yep, that's the one.
And
that was the same night.
A wing eating contest?
Yep.
Alright,
Halftime,
cool.
or the intermission was the hot wing eating contest.
That's awesome.
Yes.
See, that's where I would have been in the cage.
Yeah.
I would have really liked to do the wing.
It's funny because my sponsor's husband was the one that won the competition.
Is that right?
Yeah, and he got a belt, and he came up to me before my fight. He's like, "I got my belt. It's time to go get your belt."
And you did!
I did. I know. I was like, "This is awesome."
It was a great night.
Yeah, it was a good night.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So was that your most recent fight, or did you have one since then?
I had USKA, which was almost 2 weeks ago.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah.
So 2 fights in 30 days.
Yeah, I had. They were 2 weeks apart. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have to cut much weight when you're going to compete, or are you pretty much what you walk around at is what you compete at, or what?
So for the title fight, it was at 120 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I walk at like 125. So
Okay.
it was basically water weight, and I was kind of light anyway from working out so much. So that one I didn't really even cut weight. I was kind of on point for that.
Cool.
Now the last one with USKA, I had to be 115, and they don't do day before weigh-ins.
What?
So you weigh in the day of at 4:30, and the fight started at 7.
Oh my god! And that was what weight you said?
115.
That's brutal.
It was terrible.
So you cut 10 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do it all in a day,
Right.
but still, you know, I don't know if you've ever cut weight before.
I mean, hey.
I guess
surprise.
not.
No, yeah, surprise, surprise. The most weight I ever cut was 15 pounds in a day.
That sounds terrible.
It was bad.
Okay.
But I was heavier, so it was
Fair enough.
from let me do the math. 180 to 165.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
when I had my first cage fight. And then my second one I cut 13 pounds in a day. But that was, let me do the math. No, I'm sorry. It was 155 I weighed in, which now I'm way more than that, if you couldn't tell. And
Not at all.
no, it was like 169 to 155 in a couple days, and it was fucking bad.
Yeah, it's
Probably should have gone to the hospital. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't even. I think I was at my parents' house because they have a big bathtub. I had like Epsom salt bath.
That's what I
for
did.
For the final stretch.
Yeah.
And I just dumped the Epsom salt in there, and I'm all the way up. And I'm like, my skin's burning. Like my whole,
Yeah, it
I'm
does.
like all red everywhere. And I'm like, I'm probably not gonna die in this tub. I'm gonna tap. Get me out of here. I stand up and I get vertigo and I fall back. My mom's like, what the hell is that? I was like, nothing. No, nothing. I don't know.
Yeah.
And she's like, do we need to go to the hospital? I was like, I need to go away. So
I need to go somewhere.
made weight.
Good.
I only ever missed weight one time, and this is the most embarrassing story, but I'm happy to tell it. I did a Mawa tournament, which is Mid-Atlantic Wrestling Association.
Okay.
And they do a bunch of local regional tournaments.
Yeah.
And I did one with a couple of my buddies, and we were joking around, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll do 190. I'll cut the 190. I missed weight for 190. I weighed 192, so I had to wrestle 220.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I pinned myself the first match.
Oops.
And I tech fall. Yeah, oops, my bad. Ugh. Too much jiu-jitsu. It gets you comfortable on your back.
It does.
And I tech fall the next guy and won 7-1. And the third guy got third or something. But, well, missed weight for it being basically a heavyweight. I just had to go light heavyweight in that tournament. Right. So the point is, I understand the struggle. Weight cutting sucks.
It does.
So, but hey, so what? I don't understand the weight classes for kickboxing. So it's like 115, 120, 125? Or how's it work?
No, I honestly don't really know either. They're weird. Because my first two Muay Thai fights were at 117.
What?
And then they offered the last fight for USKA, they offered it at 112. And I was like, not worth it for same day weigh-ins. I was like, I'll do 115. So technically we caught weight at 115. The weight classes are different than MMA.
So you had to negotiate it.
Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it really matters, and I don't know how the weight classes work, but I know they're a little different. They're a little weird. So.
Yeah. Weird. Okay. So how many kickboxing fights do you have total?
I mean, I think they all count as the same record. I have 3 Muay Thai and then 1 kickboxing. So
4.
So 4, right?
Okay. Cool. So how do you feel after doing 2 kickboxing fights in 30 days? Like physically, I mean, you said you had a sore neck, but you could almost chalk it up to freaking wearing a gi.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I like I said, I'm pretty sure that was just from grappling yesterday.
So
but yeah, so
that's the worst for where you are.
Right now, I mean, like obviously, like I'm always sore though because I'm always working out.
Sure.
So after the title fight, I was pretty sore after that, but that was a 5-round fight, and I was punching and kicking the entire time.
Right.
So obviously my shoulders were a little sore, my legs were a little sore. And then after this last one, I actually wasn't that sore. And I think I had to work a little bit harder in this last one because the girl I fought was just about the same speed as me. Mm-hmm. So, but I really wasn't that sore, I was surprised.
Wow.
So I don't. Yeah.
So you could do another one.
I mean, I would. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I know that I need a break. Like I can't tell when my body needs a break because I don't really feel pain. I guess you will.
Going.
Yeah, I just want to keep going.
You're like Wolverine, but. Like a honey badger instead.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I need to let my body rest and heal. So.
Okay, cool. So then, what's next for the new year, 2019? Do you have anything lined up? Do you have anything in the works? I mean, I know it's a rumor mill and maybe it's not announced yet, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
I'm not gonna accept anything. I've been offered stuff for January and February already. Mm-hmm. I turned them down because I'm starting a new job. Okay. My training is in January for my new job, and I'm not going to be consistent in the gym. So I'm not going to accept a fight if I can't be at the gym every day. So, I turned them away, obviously, until I get comfortable. it's something maybe March I was offered to defend my title.
For Muay Thai?
Right.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if I want to start maybe training more MMA and get some MMA fights in next year. Maybe make this an MMA year, try to, fix up my record. And, I mean, that was kind of the whole reason I came to Gracie, so.
Yeah, Gracie, we have we're known for being pretty grappling intensive.
Yeah.
I mean.
And that's what I need.
There you go. You're in the right place.
Yeah.
So speaking of Gracie, when did you start with Gracie 717?
I'm gonna say the beginning of October.
Wow. So you've been here for 2.5 months.
Yeah, just about.
Cool. So since then you've been 2-0.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I have.
Let's keep that going.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
Congratulations. That's pretty awesome.
It is. It's very cool.
So what's I'm kind of spoiled. I've been there since beginning of 2015.
Okay.
So I don't know what it's like. I mean, I do remember I actually did change gyms too because I was just doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
But I wanted to do a cage fight. I got in a car accident and I was like, well, if I would have died, what would be a thing that I would have regretted the most not doing? And it was a pretty easy answer. I was like, I never did a cage fight.
Okay.
So I started training MMA because the most striking I ever did was like a 7-year-old to 10-year-old like Taekwondo, which was pretty legit for an elementary school kid.
Okay.
But as a grown adult,
not gonna happen. Yeah.
No, not really.
Right.
So that was my story. But what is your story with the transition? Like, how do you like it so far? What's different? What's working?
I was trying to kind of get into Gracie for a while. Mm-hmm. It was something that I had trouble doing because I was at a gym that I really, really liked.
Okay.
I had a lot of friends there. I made friends there, and it was like we were like a family. I mean, it was just awesome. And they still support me to this day, which is really cool. But it was hard for me to leave because I felt bad. It's like, they put a lot of time into me, and then I'm just gonna get up and leave. That's not fair. But at the same time, since they do support me, they understood that I needed to get that next level. I needed to get to the next, I needed to start having someone beat the crap out of me. So I moved to Gracie. All the fighters there, I was the only fighter at my last gym. Well, now,
really,
yeah, I was the only one that fought.
Mm-hmm.
Now we did grappling tournaments and stuff, but I mean as far as cage fighting,
kickboxing,
right. So I was like, all right, let me go to a gym with, more fighters, and not only that, but they're high intensity fighters. They know what they're doing, and
mm-hmm.
they're gonna give me a run for my money, which is what I needed. So I'm really, really glad that I moved there. But the training's great there. They're pushing me. My cardio alone has gotten a lot better. It's been good, but it's up there. It's a
strength you can lean on.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm excited I went there.
Cool.
I really am.
Cool. So what do you, as far as, when you're looking for a teammate, what is a good teammate to you? Someone that pushes you, someone that's experienced? Because I totally agree with you that when you join a martial arts school and it becomes a family relationship, it's almost like you have to, you enjoy it for the interpersonal aspect, but you have to continue to pursue your career individually. But I would say one of the things about Gracie is that we have, I can name a couple, 4 off the top of my head, pro fighters that are still really active there, and we have a lot more that cross-train.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that I personally benefit, I think is really cool is Damien, and Zach do a great job of bringing in people from out of town to come in and either give seminars or give work and just train with you. One of Damien's good friends is from Florida, Joey Best.
Okay.
And he's actually probably close to your size.
Really?
I think he competes at 125.
Oh, okay.
So he's I think 2nd or 3rd degree black belt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I guess what's the thing that you look for? I mean, obviously teammates, to push you, but for a coach, what is it about? I mean, because you're 2-0 at Gracie, so I mean, I guess I'm just having a hard time asking around about a question. Zach Kelly's your head coach,
right? Yeah.
Yeah. So what's working with that, and what do you like so far?
So the difference and I don't want to say anything, my old coach wasn't bad at all. That wasn't the problem. It's the way that I process things in my head. Mm-hmm. I need to be told things a little differently, like during a fight. So, for example, in between rounds, instead of telling me, hey, you lost that last round, you need to win the next round, that doesn't process in my head. What you need to tell me is, all right, I don't know about that last round, we're not going to worry about it. What we're going to do the next round is we're going to do this, this, and this. We're going to throw this combination. I want you to throw a knee after this combination, or start with a kick. Like, you need to tell me specifically what I have to do.
Tactical things. Right.
Basically, what I call them are their process goals. Okay. I'm not focused on winning the fight. I'm focused on the steps I have to take in order to win the fight.
Game of inches.
Basically. So, and the thing that Zach does really well, and luckily I'm one of those people that can hear my corner during a fight and not anybody else. Yeah. So I don't hear the crowd or anything. I hear Zach's voice. And I heard Randy. He was at my last fight. I heard Randy. And Christian cornered me and Blaine cornered me. I could hear all of them without being distracted from, the excitements and the yells and things like that. But what they do really well is they'll yell out combinations, like, a 1-2 chop, or, all the stuff that we practice over there.
Sure.
And I do it. I will do exactly what they tell me. And that is why I was so successful in the past 2 fights. So that's what works for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I've known Zach for a while, and I think one of the things he's really good is fine details. Yes. And he's the way I perceive his brain working is just like he's like an engineer. He's like reverse engineers things. Yeah. It's almost like he's a computer programmer, and like we're just video game characters.
Yeah. No,
which is pretty awesome.
I agree.
Because you know what to do. Exactly. So as far as like the lifestyle of being a fighter, like you're in the gym. You said before that you wouldn't take a fight unless you could train every single day. Right. So tell me a little bit about the lifestyle. How do you live? Well,
it's a busy lifestyle. Because and I'm sure a lot of other fighters are the same way. Sure. We have to work. We can't spend all day training. We don't have that luxury that people at the professional level like the UFC have. So you work your job. You get off at 4 or 5 in the evening. I drive straight to the gym because I live in Harrisburg, so I commute from Harrisburg to Lancaster. Yeah. 45 minutes with traffic to get there, depends. Right. I'm usually rolling in late, which makes me feel terrible because I'm the kind of person that likes to show up half an hour early. Right. But with the given circumstances, that's just how it is.
And traffic sucks. So
yeah, and traffic sucks, and people are assholes.
And they can't drive very well.
Exactly. Yeah. And I have road rage and a speeding problem.
No way.
No.
You?
No. Yeah. You would never guess, right? But yeah, so you go to training, and during fight camp, we do the hour class, and I'll go with someone that's going to push the pace with me to help keep up my cardio, someone that's going to, hey, don't do this, hey, do that. Right. And then after class, I was staying and doing extra rounds on the bag. So I would do 4-minute rounds of, just kicking with my right leg, and then just kicking with my left leg, and then just knees. And then I was practicing elbows because I was supposed to have elbows in my title fight, a round of that. And then you do a round of everything, punching, kicking, knees, elbows, put it all together.
You're just always working.
Right.
So you do like, I don't know how to say, like physical therapy stuff? Do you do like road work, lifting weights? What other accessory stuff do you do? Because I feel like for a lot of people, it's not just showing up to class and showing up to the fight,
Right. Well, and that's the thing where a lot of people, I feel like a lot of fighters lack. Okay. They think going to the gym, and you can put in 2-3 hours of like hard work at the gym, and that might be enough for you. But me, and maybe it could be a genetic thing. I just don't have that natural, ability to just be, strong and have great cardio just from that workout at the gym. I have a strength and conditioning coach. Oh. They're kind of a cross-training gym I go to. It's a boxing gym. Mm-hmm. It's called Capital City Punishment. Okay. They're up in Harrisburg. And
not a bad commute for you, probably.
No, they're literally like 10 minutes from my house.
Perfect.
And it's great because, boxing is obviously a very important part of MMA and kickboxing. But not only that, the guy that runs it, his name's Claudy. Mm-hmm. He is my strength and conditioning coach, and you can see him I've posted some on my Facebook before. He kicks my ass, dude. Yeah. The stuff he does is amazing, and I've noticed a difference with my cardio, with my strength. if I can't get there, I make up for it. I have a membership at Gold's and Planet Fitness, because if I can't get to Gold's on time, I'll go to Planet Fitness at midnight. You know what I mean? Like, no excuses. Just because Gold's is closed doesn't mean you can't go do something. Right. So I run on my own. I do a lot of interval training on the treadmill. I have a training mask. I just bought these new pulsar things that Dominic Cruz uses, so I'm going to start using them. I think I told you saw those on my story.
I think so.
And then, I'll do my own kind of lifting, I try not to do bodybuilder lifting. I just lift to stay strong.
So you don't find yourself doing curls in the squat rack?
No, not on the squat rack. I am not one of those people.
Every day is calves day?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't even work my calves, actually. I probably should.
You're probably fine.
Probably should, but yeah.
I hear you.
So it's a lot of extra work outside of the gym. I feel like a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, just going the extra mile and making sure that not only are you physically tuned up, but you just take any anxiety you have, any doubt of, did I do enough out of the equation?
Right. Well, I mean, and mentally speaking, I around the same time I joined Gracie, I started seeing a mental sports coach.
Really?
Yeah.
Sports psychologist?
I don't think she's technically a sports psychologist. I think she's considered more of like a life coach. But
okay.
But let me just say the stuff she does works.
Sure. I'm not doubting.
Okay, because...
Open ears, open mind right here.
Right. So all of my MMA fights, I adrenaline dumped in, or I don't even remember the fight.
Just nervous.
It's one of those, it's like one of those things, it's so hard to explain unless you've actually experienced it.
I know what you mean.
Where like you can't move, you can't breathe,
Feels like you're in a dream. Feels like you're kind of like going through peanut butter sometimes.
Right. And no matter how much your corner's yelling at you, you can't, your body, it's not connecting. Like something's not right.
Yeah, between your brain and your body.
Right. So I started seeing her. I did maybe 6 or 7 sessions with her. Mm-hmm. And that was where I learned the process goals. I was too focused on winning. I was not doing anything to get to winning.
The end results as opposed to the means to the end.
Right. So she's the one that, taught me how to breathe, taught me how to control my mind, taught me how to set up process goals and what I should be doing at practice and what my coaches should be doing for me, which luckily Zach already does for me. I didn't even have to say anything to him.
Cool.
So not only is it the physical stuff, it's all the mental training too, which I've been really, that's the hardest part, the mental part.
Oh my God. It's all mental.
Yeah. So I've been working really hard on that, and it's been working. So
hey,
it's exciting.
There you go. So speaking of work, you said you're starting a new job. You're doing new training for that in 2019. What's that like?
So I accepted a job with an insurance company. We sell life insurance.
Cool. And
of course, you have to be good at selling stuff, which I know. I've already had the mom speech plenty of times from multiple people, but I'm not worried about it. I'm an outgoing person. I'm a waitress. I already have that personality. Mm-hmm. One of my sponsors, they provide me CBD oil, and I am allowed to sell it to other people. Mm-hmm. Not that I push it on people, because I would never do that.
But hey, you're helping.
But it
people.
just kind of, and I feel like with life insurance, it's the same thing. I'm not going to push it on you, but it is going to help you.
Right.
One of those ordeals. So I think I think I'm going to be good at it. I think I'll be fine. I'm kind of dreading the work attire, because I have to dress nice.
Oh, you're dreading that.
I don't wear heels. I don't wear flats. I wear jeans and boots and a t-shirt.
Well,
but not anymore, I guess.
It's a little paradigm shift.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I do marketing and sales myself, so I think that there's a competitive advantage to being an athlete.
Exactly.
In a lot of ways, because it takes a lot of emotional intelligence to pick yourself up from a loss and come back, and I think one of the definitions of success is going from failure to failure without any loss of enthusiasm. And I feel like in order to be a successful fighter, you have to kind of do that. Like, oh, I got my ass kicked at the gym.
Right.
Let's do it again the next day. Embrace the suck.
Yeah.
So sales is always, I find that you're gonna get more no's than yeses. Mm-hmm. But if you're not okay with getting no's, you're never gonna get a yes. And the yeses are so sweet.
Right.
That's cool.
Well said.
I have a coworker that has been doing life insurance, and the thing that he always says about it is, he's like, I'm helping someone sleep better for the rest of their life. and it's a one-time transaction.
It is.
He's like, so they pay me a fee, and then they don't have to worry about it until they don't have to worry about anything because they're not live.
Right.
So he said he absolutely loves selling it, and he says it's one of the easiest things. Now he's obviously having 30 years of experience,
right,
and been doing it for a while, but it definitely seems to be a fulfilling thing, and I think that everyone needs. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're starting young. So how old are you now?
I'll be 23 next month.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yep.
Freaking world's your oyster.
I know.
World's your oyster.
I'm just trying different things out and see what's gonna work. So I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, as you should. So it seems like we've been talking about work a lot.
Yeah.
What else do you do besides work? Is that all you do?
Well, so recently, like, my hobby has been fighting, but that's also kind of work for me too. Sure. Not that I don't enjoy it, but eventually I want that to be, a source of income. Mm-hmm. So when I do have time, which recently I've had some downtime because I've made myself take off. Hobbies. Oh geez. I like to read books.
Oh yeah?
Yes, I love reading. I love writing. I like to write poems. I know, weird.
You're talking to someone who was a literature major in college.
Oh really? Oh cool.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like to line dance. I'm trying to go line dancing next weekend with some friends from work. That's something I used to do religiously every single week with my cousin. Yeah, like that was something we just like to do. In the summer, I have a motorcycle, so I love going on rides with my dad and, all of his motorcycle buddies. We'll bar hop and go all kinds of places. That's fun. When I get to hang out with my friends, we usually do some four-wheeling or, four-wheeling and mudding at the same time.
There you go.
Fishing is, one of my favorite things to do, and I haven't done it for 2 years. I have a fishing rod just sitting in my room. It's killing me.
Collecting dust.
Yeah, it's killing me, but I love to fish when I have time. I love riding horses when I have time. My cousin has horses, so I like to, just for fun.
Yeah.
Nothing serious.
That's cool. I grew up across from a horse stable.
Oh, cool.
So when I was a kid, there was just horses running around from my front yard all the time.
They're awesome.
Oh yeah, they're so
awesome.
friendly.
They're
way more meek and mild and tender than cats or dogs.
Right.
Like
well, yeah, it depends. Usually.
The ones I've encountered.
You get your asshole one every now and then, but for the most part, they're awesome.
So, man, that's cool. Well, we have to talk about books sometimes then, because I don't know. I can show you my library. It's kind of gross. I spend way too much money on books. I bought
that's cool.
5 books this month anyway.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's Christmas, so.
Well, yeah, you have to.
And if I'm going to give somebody a gift, I'm going to give something that I would enjoy getting, and they might not enjoy it, but I enjoy giving it.
Yeah.
So.
Agreed.
What's next for 2019? Where do you see 2019 going? This time next year, you're sitting in the same chair. What are we recapping?
All right, this time next year, I'd love to be, really excelling at the new job.
Yeah.
Putting the work in. I know it's not going to be easy, and a year is a short time in that business to be, really getting there. But I think I'm going to do it because I'm super competitive.
Get what you give.
That's right. I have that tattooed on me.
No way.
Yes, I do.
Crazy.
And then, of course, with the fighting, I want to get more grappling experience, MMA experience in at Gracie. I'd love to do an MMA fight with them when they feel I'm ready. So I want to go through a solid MMA camp with them.
Some point 2019, solid MMA camp.
And a solid MMA fight. Would love to fight in Virginia because we get almost pro rules down there. So
Which helps you.
Well, yeah, but it's just so much more brutal. It's so much more fun.
I mean, it's not like you have to wear... I'm sorry. It's like riding a bike with training wheels in PA amateur rules.
It is.
And who wants to do that?
Nobody.
You have a motorcycle. Why would you put training wheels on your motorcycle?
I wouldn't.
Right.
What else for 2019? I'd like to go on vacation.
There's a good goal.
Maybe to the beach or something? I don't know. But then again...
Well, are you a beach? Okay, question. Beach or mountains?
Oh, that's such a hard decision. Honestly, both. I could do both. I wouldn't be disappointed with either.
Okay.
I wouldn't be disappointed with either. Yeah, because I love camping. Camping at the beach.
What?
There you go.
A mountainous beach?
Someone needs to make it. Someone needs to make it.
They might exist.
But I plan on saving money 2019 to fund a trip to go to Thailand in 2020.
So let's take a quick break. So we're talking about what's 2019 looking like.
Yes.
You're telling me that you want to go on vacation. mountain or beach, cool. But like Thailand, you get mountains and beaches there.
Exactly.
So you're gonna go.
I would like to say that I am like 100% yes going, but I need to make sure that I can save up enough to go, because if I go, it's going to be for 3 months.
At least.
At least.
Gotta be.
Right. So I'd like to go over there for cross training. I'm looking to, I don't know the name of the gym because I don't know how to pronounce it. But it would be a MMA, and they would have like MMA, Muay Thai, BJJ.
There's an old UFC fighter that has a gym out there. I think it's Mike Swick. You heard of him? Don't fact check me. I'm also known for not getting my facts straight, but we won't go there. But let's say Mike Swick has a gym there.
Okay.
Yeah. And I have actually a really good friend of mine that moved over there. It's December. He probably moved over there in August. So he's been there for 4 months. And he teaches English, sends me Snapchats all the time. Just casually riding on a scooter with a bottle in his hand.
Oh my gosh.
And the things that I'm most jealous about, though, are the food. You have these open bay fish markets that they basically have like just crates of fish that you can just walk in the water and pay
awesome.
a nickel for like a living fish.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'd love to go to Thailand too.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll get there.
So yeah, you got fights, you got work, you got Thailand, you got a bunch of hobbies. Mm-hmm. Seems like it's gonna be a good year. Yeah. Seems like you ended 2018 on a good note.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think Gracie 717 is happy to have you. It seems like it's a good thing going on. 2-0. Congratulations again.
Yeah, I'm actually 4-0 in kickboxing.
4-0 in kickboxing.
I've won all my kickboxing fights, so all in this year.
Really?
Yeah.
All in 2018.
Yeah.
When did you start training? Period.
I started training. It was almost exactly 3 years ago. We're a little bit over that, so. Yeah.
Wow.
From scratch.
So you have 4 kickboxing fights and how many MMA fights total?
7.
So you have 11 fights.
Yeah.
In
2.5 years.
Holy shit. You don't sleep, do you?
Not really.
You're just too busy. You got stuff going on.
Exactly.
Well, I don't blame you there. So anything else you wanna go over? What else is new? What don't I know? What should I know?
I actually,
should everyone else know?
If it's okay to do this on here, I kind of want to talk about sponsors. And
oh yeah,
okay,
definitely
cool.
do that.
So I want to thank everyone that sponsored me for 2018.
Okay.
I would love to list all of them. I can't remember all of them because there's a lot.
Do your best. If I can help you remember, I'll try.
So I have Sills Incorporated out of Lebanon, Maple Street Laundromat out of Lebanon, Bob's Lock and Access Systems in Harrisburg, Spin City DJs. They're your best people for DJ services, by the way, so make sure you look them up. I've got Smash Braids for always making my hair cornrowed and beautiful for all of my fights.
There you go.
Fit Forever 365, which is my strength and conditioning coach. Most importantly, Kentucky Hemp Works. They've sponsored me, provided me with CBD oil and salve, and it's literally a lifesaver. I mean, seriously, it healed so many injuries, helps me sleep, helps with my anxiety.
Everything.
It's amazing. I can't even explain it. Who else? Goal Motors. They make really fast, like, cars and stuff, and make your motorcycles fast. So they're cool. Who else? I'm trying to think. I think I hit everybody.
What about Renaissance Chiropractic?
Technically, I don't know if they sponsor
Randy,
me.
You gotta start sponsoring Lateesha.
I don't know, technically.
Come on now.
But what I wanted to say is for 2019, I am looking for new sponsors. I'm looking for, come January 2nd, I am accepting anyone that wants to sponsor me. I'm getting brand new t-shirts made. I already have them designed. I'm getting this shirt made again, so revamping this shirt with all the new sponsors. So if anyone wants to sponsor me, hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, and that'll be good for 6 months of the first 6 months of 2019. And you'll get all my shirts, all my fight shorts, and my fight bra. Trying to get a banner made, so maybe even that. So it'll be worth it, and of course I advertise on all social media platforms.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Well, hey, it was a pleasure having you on.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll chat again sometime soon.
Absolutely.